top tier, bottom tier. That's what we're gonna talk about here, and I think I need to know a little bit about why for each. That's what I need. You know what? I always put Liz on the spot first. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna put Johnny on the spot first.
Johnny on the spot. So we're going like, what we think are top tier Zelda games versus bottom tier?
Your top tier. Like, erase every Zelda game in existence except one. Which one you keeping?
Which one am I putting on top? Oh, I hate to piss off Ocarina of Time fans, but I have to put Link to the Past at the top. Something about that game, man. It's just something about that game. Just, it was the first one to hit that formula and of get through MacGuffin, get Master Sword, Zelda captured, get more MacGuffin, fight Ganon, win. It was the one that started that MacGuffin thing off, and I'll always go back to the first one, or I'll always go back to the Link to the Past, I should say. That's top for me.
Bottom tier.
I mean, if we count them, the Zelda CDI.
Nah, that's too easy.
No, it's too easy.
No. We
an
can't
actual
do the
good
CDI
one.
ones.
Let's put it that way. An actual good one.
We can't do the CDI ones.
Bottom tier.
Gotta choose a bottom tier that works, or your face will be the greatest in Kordai.
You must die. Okay. Only because it's different from the rest, I would say Zelda 2. It's not a bad game. Zelda 2 is not bad. But just the fact that it's the black sheep of the franchise because it was so different, because it was side-scrolling and challenging. I'll say Zelda 2. But it's in no way, shape, or form a bad game. I can't speak for the ones I haven't played. So I can't speak for Oracle Seasons and Ages. Someone's saying Link crossbow training. Is that really a game?
I don't think that's fair.
We don't count that.
I don't think that's fair.
Not a full-blown title.
No, is it pack in for the Zapper?
Yeah, I know that Nintendo considers it a full title, but I don't. So I guess we'll go
marketing.
to war. I'll go ahead and say mine. It's gonna be pretty easy because you just heard both of them. I agree with Johnny. I'm sorry, I agree with Johnny. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Link to the Past set the foundation of what Zelda should be. And I know that greater things came along. I get that. But Link to the Past set the foundation. It was a fun-ass game. It is a game that I can complete every year and not get tired of it. Matter of fact, I do. Every single year. It's one that really helped us understand what the future is going to look like. First time we heard the name Ganondorf. So we knew that in the future there would be something about that. And it's just one of the best Super Nintendo games you could ever play in your life. Plus, it led to Link Between Worlds, and that is a sweet-ass game, too.
That's true. That's true. I have that. You want to hear something funny? I beat that game not knowing that the blue and red mail were in it. I beat Ganon basic ass bitch green mail.
What?
I think someone had to tell me afterwards, just like, wow, you did that without the blue and red mail. And I'm like, there's blue and red mail.
What?
Where the fuck are they? I didn't find. I'm like, oh.
Were you just getting bodied by Ganon at the end?
No. I think I had some fairy bottles. I think I went through that pretty
sure,
stacked
but
there,
but doesn't his magic, like the bats and the fire and everything, do like crazy damage with green armor?
I think I can't remember. It's been so long since I played. It's been at least 4 or 5 years since I played it, so I had to think about that.
I think it does, yeah. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I finished it. I think I started it and finished it at the beginning of the year, so I can't remember either. But the one I could do without forever and ever. Zelda 2. I see people saying it's great. I see ya. I hear you. But it's not for me. That's the way I'll put it. I respect it because I understand that back in that era of video games, the NES era, they didn't want to do the same thing over and over again, unless you count Mario 2. But
And Castlevania too.
That's yeah. But they tried something different. They wanted to give you a crazier, bigger adventure, and I respect that because it was a crazier, bigger adventure. But it wasn't my adventure. I didn't like it much. Even to this day, I don't like it. I keep coming back to it, and I'm trying it because I'm like, I'm supposed to be a Zelda fan. I gotta play this. I gotta enjoy this. I can't, man. I can't. Trust me, I've tried. So sorry for anybody who's picking up the pitchforks, but I can't do it. All right.
It is different. I personally, I don't think it's a terrible game. It's just really, really, really different. But by the time I got through it, I was happy to have played it. I am going to at some point check out though. There is a Zelda 2 HD remaster PC game that puts the game in widescreen. Has a lot of oh god, I'm losing the name of that phrase. Life convenient. Oh god, what's the term?
Quality of
life. Quality of life.
Yeah,
Thank you. Quality of life improvement. So when you bring the spell list up, it will tell you if you actually have enough magic to cast a spell instead of having you guess everything.
Oh yeah.
They've added in new levels, new caves. There's a system now where you can have heart pieces to fill up your life. Get 4 of the heart pieces, get a full life instead of just 1 heart piece. So I looked at it and I was like, wow, it looks like really, really, really cool. I want to try out this version of it. So if you've played Zelda 2 enough, like it changes enough and adds more to it that it like subverts your expectations of it, and it looks like a new experience.
I think I'd like to try that version. The original version, I'm not that big of a fan, but I'm the same guy. Like you mentioned Castlevania 2. I actually like Castlevania 2. So I'm insane.
Well, I was going to say, there's
version.
people have done the same, and they have made their own, like, homebrew carts of, like, the improvements or more clarity in which to play that game. So, like, exactly, like, literally what you're both saying. I was, they've done that with Simon's Quest.
Yeah, and I like Simon's Quest non-modded, so I guess I'm nuts. But, yeah, the homebrew carts that you can, like, pop in your system and play, that's a future topic. You're on the reset button. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Liz... Your best and worst.
Oh my god. If I put this in front of me as my flame shield, will it protect me?
Depending on how rabid chat is.
Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious Majora's Mask is my favorite, and honestly, it's like even playing it as an adult, I still get a lot of excitement, and I still think it's a really compelling and really well-made game for what it is. There's always things that age kind of poorly, especially on the N64, but overall, I think conceptually as like a format and a game, Chef's Kiss influences a lot of stuff that I like now as an adult. In terms of good Zelda games, the one that I could go without because I've gone without, my heart's racing. I am like very far from being a Breath of the Wild fan. I'm so far from it. And I feel like people are going to show up with like knives and pitchforks and flames at my door, but it is not a game for me. I did make good effort to play it in the past, okay? But however, I've done so much, backseat gaming, watching my partner play it. It's like, it's all right to watch, but the desire and drive to play this game is so extremely overwhelming, and every time I played it, I felt like I was just like walking and then gliding somewhere, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I don't know what I'm doing when I play this game. So you're not going to really see me playing Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. I think when I've thought about playing some Zelda games, I've literally thought, I want to replay this game I haven't played in 10 years. I haven't played or beaten this. Like, my desire to play, like, Zelda 2 greatly surpasses giving Breath of the Wild another chance. However, again, I don't want to knock on it being a bad game. Like, I think about playing GTA 5, and it's like, I really want to play the campaign, but I'm so overwhelmed, and I just can't begin it. At least I've tried with Zelda, and Honestly, let me just say the best thing out of Breath of the Wild for me, aside from the art design, is absolutely phenomenal. It is a beautiful game, and I love like the environments. However, the music is like literally the best thing in that game. The best. And I will leave it at that.
I don't think that's that controversial or hot of a take, because I can't super get into Breath of the Wild either. I got Tears of the Kingdom because I thought, maybe this one is improved, and I need to try that. But I think one of the bigger problems is a lot of what you hit there. There's no dungeons. It's a lot of where the hell do I go, because I have no idea what's going on. There's a lot of... They took the idea of the original game, where you were exploring, you didn't know what was going on, there were secrets, but it's puffed up to the point where it's like next to impossible to figure out what's going on unless you're willing to go on the internet and do some research. And that can be a bit troublesome, I think.